Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles. I am your host, Alexander Frost, and this is episode 41. And I just realized I'm probably not going to finish before episode 50 because there are just too many battles that are going to take too long. Oh, well. So we're going to be moving on to chapter 15, but before we do that, we need to do some much-needed training. Look at all that experience we have. Look at all the money we have. Squad 7's retirement fund never looked better. To the training field go we.
Welcome to...
I know.
Train!
I know you got all day. So apparently I have enough points to actually push everybody up a full level. And I mean everybody. I mean, look at that. Look at that. And I still got enough points to, I think, push the snipers up a level 2.
I got no use for tears! Sweat! 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 Good work, maggots! Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the scouts!
Darn right it did.
Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the engineers!
Darn right. And I do believe I have enough points. I could push the snipers up to level 13. So everyone's up into the 13s at least.
I got no use for tears! Sweat! 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 Good work, maggots! Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the snipers!
Alright. So I know I said before I was probably going to keep everyone. I was probably just going to work everyone up to level 12 and then concentrate on the scouts and the troopers. You know what? At this point, with as many points as I just earned, it's entirely possible that I can push everyone up to their maximum. So I'm going to try. So... and it looks like everyone still has at least one more potential. That's what the little dash there means. See, the awesome power of the Valkyria awakens with her HP falls below half full. I do not know what that means. I do not know what that implies. I really don't. Let's see, always if I see her for some reason, she occasionally noticed that she somehow completely recovered from injury. Okay. But this is the one that we just got. Resist crossfire. Damage from enemy interception fire is lessened. That is awesome. That is a wonderful skill for her to have. That is the wrong button. Super evasion. Evasion skills have a chance of being greatly enhanced. Also good. Now it looks like most of the scouts are somewhere between resist crossfire and evasion. Or in her case, landmines have a set chance of not exploding when tripped. Super helpful considering the mission we're about to do. I might actually take her with me. Well, wait, hang on. Remember... Okay, so it might be a good idea for me to bring Nancy along with me on this one. Resist crossfire, super evasion, that was what? Yeah, super evasion, and then our shock troopers, also dud mine, and still another potential to unlock. Neutralize. Ooh, that's a good one. Super damage, very, very cool. I know Vise has that one. And dud mine. And Largo. Oh yes, you unlocked the double tank damage. Oh wait, no, you already unlocked that one. That was from before. You didn't unlock a new potential. It was the scouts and the engineers, I believe. So now you can resist counters, which is cool. Nice. And super defense. Also nice. And you have super repair. Very nice. And the snipers? So shooting from a position at the top of a ladder grants increased attack power, and there are ladders where we're going, but I'm not going to use this. I might use the sniper. I might. Can occasionally follow up an attack by loading one more round of ammunition, and attacks can occasionally ignore the enemy's defenses. That's super cool. And she also gets it. So essentially, Marina is good by herself and functions best up on a high point, whereas Catherine is alright being around friends and works better shooting at targets that are high up. So the two are basically anti each other.
Come back anytime you're ready to sweat.
I am ready. My body is ready. Now, I already know for sure there is nothing else I can get from Castle Street or the War Cemetery, so basically all that's left to do is to go to the R&D facility. And there's nothing I can get from the audience also. I just need to do some upgrades, and we can get on with it. Let's see if I can speed through this.
Here you go.
No, it doesn't look any different, I don't think. Shouldn't have any new grenades. No, not yet. And our armor should be up to snuff as it can be. Yeah, alright, we're good. All that's left is to upgrade the Edelweiss and the Shamrock. Alright, nothing there. New drive system, a double coil. Well, I'll go ahead and buy it just to snap it up. I'm not worried about that. I'll buy the expanded capacity clip because why the heck not? Not worried about it. Alright, and the Shamrock. Because the Shamrock needs love too. Mortar upgrade, increased payload. Wait, does that mean just more? Okay, fine. I suppose I should, just for the heck of it, actually show you what it looks like if I'm using a Gatling gun and such and the flamethrower. Maybe. No, not for this mission, because for this mission I actually need the Shamrock to have its anti-armor rounds. Maybe next time, folks. I will buy the upgrade, though, now that I think about it. Might as well. Alright, and that is it. Now, unfortunately, the Edelweiss is getting all the good stuff. There is a few things I can at least slap on to the Shamrock to make it a little better. I mean, Shamrock needs some love, too. We get a spare belt, a leaf spring, and a firing calculator. Well, that does up my accuracy, and I do need accuracy. So, I'm going to go ahead and lose the spring and take the firing calculator in its place. Because believe me, at this point, the accuracy quotient between the Shamrock and the Edelweiss is the difference between day and night. Trust me.
Come back.
Alright. I think that should be just about it. There's only one other thing I need to check, and I can do that by myself, so you guys don't need to worry about it. So, let's move on to the cutscenes.
Thanks to the victory at Nagyar, our forces have pushed the enemy back to the border. The Imperials are currently holed up in the citadel at Girlendio.
Girlendio.
A crucial checkpoint along the commerce routes tying Gallia to the east since medieval times, the pass at Girlendio had been fortified for ages. The existing structure was rebuilt as a modern fortress during the First European War, and its grounds were littered with the casualties of war. In the current war, it housed the Empire's command center, and now it stood as their final stronghold.
What's our strategy for attacking the Citadel, Captain?
still haven't received any details on our orders from above yet.
Oh, stop your worrying, Virat! I came here myself to give you your orders!
General Damon, I'm honored, but why not just send a messenger?
Your regiment really showed him up out there at Nagyar. In return, I'm granting you the honor of assaulting the Citadel at the van of the army.
Sir?
Here are your orders. There's a supply line running into the Citadel. We're sending a train car loaded down with explosives along it to blow us an entrance. The militia will run along the track ahead of it, flipping the right rail switches.
Flipping rail switches, sir? This while dodging a hailstorm of bullets? That sounds like a suicide mission, sir.
What are you talking about? It's the perfect challenge for your fearless crew. If we succeed here, the Empire will finally be forced out of Gallia for good. You'll pave the way for the real army. You got that, Virat?
Damn it! Another mission they don't have the guts to do themselves.
Maybe. But it's a mission that somebody still needs to do.
Precisely. As the General said, if we win, the Empire will be driven out of Gallia. Let this be our final battle. I'll await good news from the field. Dismissed.
It hurts. Mother, where are you?
Hey! There's a survivor here! It's too late for the mother. Come on, we've got to get the child out. Now!
Mother, where are you? Mother! Mother!
Sire, Your Grace.
That incident grows old and stale. Selvaria, what news have you from the front?
Sire, they seek to push our soldiers past the border, and the total of their forces approach those of our own.
I see. The advantage now begins to sway towards the other side. It seems the loss at Nagyar has ended our hopes of strolling through the gates of Rondgries.
The fault lies with me. This would be over had I but won at Nagyar. Your Grace, grant me another chance, I beg you. Please allow me to fight for your glory, sire.
Dear Selvaria, do you truly wish to be of help?
Yes, more than anything. From the time you saved me, Your Grace, I've known that I love you more than I do my own life. Sire, I want to work in the service of your dreams.
Very well. So, Selvaria, you report that the strength of our opponent now matches our own. In that case, let the fire of destruction rain down upon them. Use the final flame of the Valkyria.
But... Your Grace!
The hour of your death shall mark the inauguration of our rule. Farewell, Selvaria.
Can't say I'm impressed, Your Grace. Making a lady cry?
This is simply one of a number of scenarios we'd planned for since before Nagyar. If her prowess as a Valkyria is insufficient, Selvaria's uses quickly narrow to one alone.
Anyway, there's a messenger here for you straight from Castle Randgrease.
So there is. Let him wait. I have no time for simple messengers now. We are set to commence Operation Steel Scythe. Jaeger, prepare to return back east.
What? Then it's... the Marmota's finished?
It is. Word has come that it has completed its trial run. The Galleons are hasty to assume victory. We shall see them gutted yet.
I'm sorry.
Is everybody here?
No. Still no Alicia, boss.
Right. Well, let's start.
I already heard from another squad. We're prepping some tracks for a bomb.
That's right. It's a rough one, but this is a critical mission.
This is the militia. We're used to getting all the bum missions by now. With that settled, there's one question I gotta ask you, boss. Alicia's Valkyria powers and all. You plan to use those this time too?
No, Largo, of course I don't. I have faith in your natural abilities. Who needs Valkyria when I've got you all?
Good answer. I'd expect no less from you, boss.
We're ready for anything out there. After all, this could very well be it.
Yeah, we're fine. You go be with Alicia, boss. She needs you real bad right now.
All right. You all know what you're doing.
But does he? This is a tough one. Even for Nature Boy.
Having Alicia and the boss moping around is a drag for the whole squad. I hope for everyone's sake they can pull out of this funk real soon.
Alicia, there you are. What's up?
Look at this, Welkin. Guess what? I found some lion's paw growing while I was out on my walk. Here you go. Very sharp. Makes you look like a real gentleman.
Well, thank you.
Welkin. They said it was Valdio. Is it true?
Afraid so.
Then when I walked through camp before, some of them got down on their knees, like they were worshipping me. Praised the Valkyria, the Godchild. They were begging me to save Gallia, me. I mean, what am I supposed to say to that?
Alicia,
What kind of life can I live from now on?
I wish I knew.
Wow, I'm sorry. Guess that was pretty heavy. Here we are right before the last battle, and I'm not helping things one little bit. Don't worry about me. Sergeant Alicia Melchiot, sir. Reporting. And ready for duty. My mind is focused on the mission. See you later, boss.
Alicia.
Here is your mission brief.
The enemy is bracing and waiting for our attack on the citadel at Ghirlandaio. Before we can storm the place, we need to pry off the lid. We'll blow in the front gates. The plan as it stands is to roll the car loaded with explosives up to the gate and detonate it. Your objective is to trip the 3 switches located along the rail. The switches' locations are as you see here. You'll just have to push your way forward and hit each one in turn as you go. To activate each switch, approach it in action mode and press the OK button. Nice and easy. They'll be bearing down on you with the Citadel's cannons among other things. I advise you watch for mines. It is time to put everything you've learned in your missions... It's time to put everything you've learned in your missions so far to work on kicking the imps out of Gallia for good. Now, this mission is not as hard as you might think. There aren't, how do I want to put it? It's not like Nagyar, or the last 4 missions I did, where the enemy can get an instant win if they do this one teeny tiny little thing. If I move nice and slow, and take my time and be careful, victory is assured. Now then, units to bring along for this little ride. Well, for starters, Alicia, of course. Going to bring along Largo. We're going to put him over here, believe it or not. And we're also going to bring along Rosie, and we're going to put her in back. She is on guard duty. She is not going to be doing much of anything. Now, Nancy, who do you like? I actually have none of your friends on my team, so your good buddy perk is not going to come into play. That said, it's probably better if I take Ms. York with us. Now, oh, no. Sorry, Ms. York, you're going over here. Because Claudia is going with us. Yay, Claudia! Aika, you will also be going with. Vise, because the 2 of you work well together. And who else should I bring with me? Just for the hell of it. Well, let's see. Last time I brought 3 scouts, didn't I? I did bring Juno, didn't I? You know what? Why the hell not? Marina, let's bring you along for the ride, too. I can make do with 3 scouts. Yeah, that'll be just fine. I know what I'm doing. Haha, I am professional.
If there are no questions, let's get started. I wish you good luck and happy hunting.
There are 3 switches total. Let's clear the way. Squad 7, move out! Foot soldiers, mortars, tanks, you name it, they'll be sending it all at us. Stay calm and just get from switch to switch. All right, soldiers, move out!
Now, I have test played this, and I know exactly what it is I'm going to be doing. First, an overview of the enemy defenses. This is a nice big hill that's in the way, this is a nice hill, so the enemy doesn't have complete line of sight. The enemy has stationed a number of these heavy Gatling cannons, which is going to make troop movement very, very difficult. Here's one of the switches. This is a big-ass minefield. This is dangerous. There are mines everywhere. This is a trench. That is a trench. There is a wall right here. There is an ace unit, an ace scout waiting in here. There is also an ace tank over here, and there are at least 3 other medium tanks sitting in here somewhere. On top of all of that, the Citadel has a cannon bunker, a Gatling bunker, a second Gatling bunker, and a second cannon bunker sitting up here, waiting for me to make my move. Now, the good news is, these Gatling bunkers, even though they have target sight on us, are short-ranged. They will only attack things that are on this side of this wall that's been set up next to this turret, or this trench. The cannon turrets are not direct fire cannon turrets. They are mortar cannons. So, unless I am very, very stupid, I believe I don't have to worry about them targeting me unless they catch sight of my men, again, if they're on this side of the wall. Still, I'm not going to take any risks and play it just like I did in my test playthrough. I am going to be working my soldiers up slowly. I'm going to start by moving people up around this side, through the grass, attack the tank that's sitting around this first switch and take this out, and then basically start moving everyone around the side of the canyon and up to the wall, little by little. Instead of doing what, you know, General Damon said, just run up the middle! The middle is chock-load of anti-mortar, anti-personnel weapons, and landmines. I'm going to take the safe route. Thank you. Alicia, scout it out.
My turn, okay?
And because this video is kind of running long, I am going to cut it short pretty much after I do my first round.
You can't let them provoke you.
Oh yes, here's the real fun part. In addition to landmines and the anti-tank mines there are also patches of lion's paws laying around to make things even harder. Now you might think, what's so difficult about lion's paw patches? These patches are roughly the same size and shape as anti-personnel landmines. As you can see here, on top, that's a landmine. That little thing below that looks like a landmine, that's a patch of lion's paw. With all this grass, it's a little hard to tell. Now you, sir, I need you to die. Alright, one enemy unit down. Sit here. See how close it looks? See? It's so difficult to tell. Alright, next move. Largo. Actually, no. Claudia.
I'll try my best.
Now, unless I get really stupid, the enemy is pretty much not going to try and go for me. Disarm the mine, please.
That's Girlendio up ahead.
Go ahead and disarm this one for me, because that's super important. And this one, too. Willing to bet? Yep, she probably sees that tank. Now duck into the grass, so the enemy doesn't know we're here. Good. Shamrock. Time to move.
Leave it to me.
We'll move the Shamrock up the right side here. I'm going to keep him behind the wall so he doesn't get spotted by that tank, because I don't want that tank taking pot shots at us. Doesn't matter if the turrets can see us, the Gatling turrets can't do a damn thing to us. So we're good right here. Largo.
Been waiting here.
Now for those of you who are curious as to why I keep upgrading the Lancers equipment even though they're clearly using those special Landcar M3s, I don't know how far the game is going to go with the upgrades to the basic Lance units, so I might end up getting Lances that are better than the Landcar M3 are, but until then, I'll just spend the money and upgrade the line. I might be wrong, I don't know. Now, as long as that tank doesn't see us, it won't engage us, so I should be able to next turn. Well, let me spend one more turn, get him a little closer. I'm just gonna move him through the grass, nice and slow, up behind the ladies.
Don't forget to review your equipment.
So he has a better shot at getting to that other patch of grass next turn. I would rather spend a turn now when it's not as dangerous. Now, we need to move Ms. York.
I'm ready to go.
Get your grenade launcher out. Duck into the grass. There is an enemy in the grass somewhere. I forget if he's in this patch of grass or the patch next to me.
Enemy sighted!
Oh, I know where you are. You're not here.
Enemy
You're over
sighted.
there! And because he was ducking, it didn't hurt him as badly. Now, I can advise I need you to move up as well.
No problem, boss.
I love grenades so much.
It's over.
I hope the enemy never gets these grenade launchers, or if they do, I hope they never use them. They're never smart enough to use them. Rise, you're next.
I'll take care of it.
You're not going to get as far, admittedly, but you'll get far enough to get into the grass. Excellent. Now, I don't know if this is going to matter much, but I'm going to have the Edelweiss move up just a little.
Combat.
Have you move up just a teeny tiny bit. Put those smoke rounds to good use. I technically don't need to use them, but this was before I found out that that cannon turret that's right next to the Ark, that was before I found out that it was a mortar turret. Now, I don't know if it actually is a mortar turret or both. I'd rather not take the risk.
Fire!
And just the same, as long as there's that smoke there, I don't think I have to worry about the enemy tank. I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about this enemy tank moving over, because he's going to move left, and if he catches sight of the Edelweiss, he might start firing. I'd rather put the smoke there and keep him distracted. And that's going to do it for this turn. I'm actually going to cut my turns a little bit short, so I can save up on points for the later pushes. This is actually a lot easier than the last 4 missions I did, honestly. And the enemy has a huge advantage in that they have 4 places that they can call reinforcements from. Yeah, this guy's going to make a rush for it. But he's not going to get very far. As far as I know, he's the only guy that tries. And the moment the Edelweiss shoots him, he stops dead instead of continuing. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this episode. Next time we will continue the assault and hopefully complete it. So thank you for watching everyone, and I will see you on the next video.